that we're moving through right now. We also have this week to really focus on the good, okay, Renee and Jen and me.
Okay, yeah.
I am including me in there, okay,
Okay.
because I seem to sense certain things that I really puts me out. I really do meditation that actually takes me out. And when we first started to do all this work years and years and years ago,
Yeah.
and people used to say, "Oh, I every time I listen to her, I just pass out," or we would go to a speaker and you'd find yourself really drowsy and tired.
You feel like you're zoned out. Yeah.
Yeah, so those things, okay, it's like a catalytic energy field, all right, and so this week we want to be able to bring in the energy of understanding the primordial energy.
Okay.
All right. We are completing the four corners of the cardinal cross, right? And Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn as an enormous, I love you, Virgin, uh, as an enormous capacity right now. We need to bring into the energy the consciousness of it is good what we're moving toward. We're ending the age of Pisces, right? And I got to share the screen because I want to take you guys to these rays and energies that we have to work with this week. I mean, just staying in the mode of being conscious. What we're seeing out there is not real. It is real in a certain realm, but it does not materialize. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it is known through the echoes of everything, it will not materialize as a world war. It is a cold war into the ether, and it will proceed forward. But we also know that the light has already won. We're just kind of creating a delineation, delining, a delineation of understanding the goal that is really here, because we have, as we ending the age of Pisces.
Andy,
What?
you're sharing the screen, but it's not up there.
Okay. I'm going to show you the energy that we're working with this week for the next couple of weeks.
It's up now.
Okay. And remember, we saw that last week. I brought this to understand that we go to the primordial energy. And what is the most important thing in our sky right now? It's the ruler Mercury. Mercury is harmonizing through conflict. And that's the outer world, right? Exoteric is the outer world, and Jupiter is the second ray, love and wisdom.
There's an echo in there of your
Yeah,
voice come back.
who's got the music in the back, or people talking in the background?
I thought it was you.
No, it's not me.
Oh, it's me. I cast you to the TV so I could see the screen better. So I'll turn my mic off.
Okay, thanks. Okay, turn it on when we want to ask a question. Okay, so anyway, and then Jupiter is the second ray, right? The ray of love and wisdom that our planet Earth, is applying to complete the completion of being known in the echo of our cosmos as the planet of love and wisdom for having done the work. We're completing the age of Pisces. This gets completed this time. It gets done. It does not get destroyed by the Lord. Okay. The planet has been destroyed, a few times before, I think 3 or 4 times. And the last one was the flood, right? Renee, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're talking about.
So, and then we are,
Yeah.
the fourth ray is Mercury, harmony through conflict. That is what Mercury is doing for a little while till next April to all of our psyches. We have Atlas in the sky. Remember the comet that holds
Right.
80 years of Akasha in its tail. We're concluding events of times that are not necessary to be transformed in atrocities, because I think the Lord's got enough of that.
Oh, we had to.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like when I been meditating over the weekend, there's things I brought myself to what I know of this knowledge on the planet, and it brought me back at pre-Noah time. Okay, where God says enough's enough. I'm taking you all out, and He did.
Straighten your
Right?
act out, yeah.
And He did, and because what I heard in that message when I was concentrating on it was that I too can make mistakes, but I can take them out. I can erase them. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
I know it's a big mistake to erase all these creations, but I'm doing it anyway because there's only one way, and that is finding ourselves loving the wisdom of what we can create.
Yeah, definitely.
Remember the hierarchy is the hierarchy. Human beings are necessary to the hierarchy, to the energy systems of this planet. We are creativity in bodies. We are like the laborers of the thoughts. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes, we are.
We definitely are the laborers of the thought, and we applied to become that. And that's just a piece of wisdom that just came in that I thought that was, wow, that's pretty good.
That's nice, yeah. Really nice, yeah.
And the fifth way is is Venus, right? Concrete science mind. I've been listening to different astrologers. I know what I know as far as astrology is concerned, because I'm seeing it from the big pictures. I'm not centering into, oh, they're gonna do this and that. There's no fear in astrology.
No.
There's only plans. Astrology is only the plan of the tools you're working with. And the tool is you.
That's right, with two, huh?
We are the tools.
Okay.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So Venus in this moment, and then that is the outer world, right? There's a harmony to conflict, bringing love to wisdom. The fourth, second, and fifth way is so out there right now, concrete science mind. But we are also in the underworld experiencing what we've been dreading to realize, that, yeah, these people are like that.
Yeah, really, enough already with this business.
Right? And it goes into an application that we are not opting for. Okay, we're opting for the thought progressing forward, curiosity, and everything else. So we are esoterically this week, especially as Mars is taking the opposition of Pluto. Okay. The moon is the fourth way, harmony to conflict, but the moon is the past, right? Everything that Atlas comet has right now in its sail holds 4 different huge cycles of knowledge for human psyche for the last 80,000 years. That means that we know that we've been here for very, very, very long time, but this population, the global population that is awakened on the planet right now, is probably 10,000 years old. Okay, as far as the psyche is concerned. Prior to that, it was kicked out. It was like, oops, I made a mistake. And God was willing to say that, like, this is pretty, it's like you're having a bad acid trip, right? And
That's funny.
and God looks at that and he said, I'm getting out of here. So that's it. And then we are in a moment of reconstruction. We're completing and we're adopting. Active intelligence is the planet of this earth energy. The third ray, which we are all part of, because we are, what are we? We are the creators on this planet of the energy that we want to express in our accomplishments, right? You don't want to get out of this life and say, I've done nothing.
No, you want to accomplish something, yeah. That's true. What you
I
come
mean,
for then? You got to do something while you're here.
I mean, you come out of here and say, well, I got all this, but what did this do for me?
Yeah.
Right? It's got to have an accomplishment attached to it.
Yeah.
So active intelligence is active creation. Pluto, the first way, before this planet became angled, energized, prototyped, everything toward love and wisdom, the second ray, we were the first ray. We were the will of being. Yes, it is a destructive aspect, because anything that prevents us from being, we're going to kill. We're going to kick it. But we've learned through all of these 80,000 years, we didn't have to actually erase it or kill it. We could learn from it.
Yeah.
That's the difference of the time we're in. We can either destroy ourselves completely and be stupid, or learn from it. Because the population that is on this planet was meant to complete the time we're living in right now. It's to have the ability to outperform with this ultraviolet. Today we're getting magnificent, very loud solar flares that are full of ultraviolet energy that will accelerate the substance of willingness to be curious into things that we haven't even imagined yet, right?
Nice.
Give a goal and discover how to get to that goal. But do it as a project for everyone. Active intelligence. So while I was contemplating into coming in here, as far as Pluto is concerned, the destructive aspect, okay? For me, it is not, because it's aligning with Mars, opposition. So to me, that tells me that the first ray at this time of our world, of our solar lords, angel, considering the work to redeem this world at this time.
Yeah, please.
You get where the sentiment I have toward that, instead of the destruction, yeah, but it's not destruction to destroy and annihilate. It is destruction of what doesn't work, but it has to be done with civility.
Yeah.
So we have Pluto, that is the archetype. It is a ruler of the ages, right? The ruler of what comes into our cosmos or does not. And then we have Mars, which we are, all little Martians here, that because we are the race 6, right? The majority of the baby boomers on the planet are 6-ray energies. We're those little Martians that came here to battle for the right of existing, for the right of existing, right?
Yeah, really, yeah.
So because we've been destroyed before, completely annihilated, and suddenly this planet has a radiance that rose from it through time, and that radiance could only be light, otherwise it would be darkness.
Yeah.
So Pluto, the first ray, the destructive aspect, that the majority of the astrologers out there looks at, we know that it's already destroyed everything that needed to be destroyed.
Yeah, boy.
So now, right now, we are in the process of sorting it out, completing it. There's an election next Tuesday. And I have no fear. It is going to be chosen for the right reason, because it's going to be, the war does not materialize. It becomes a Cold War. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that Cold War does not last. It is just completing the processes of, come on, man, understand. You know, if you really want to be that way, there's no room for that. Right? So there's what I wrote down. Okay, our ether recognizes the accomplished effort and delivery and delivers what to forward, knowing mass intent. You understand?
Yeah.
Our ether recognizes the accomplished effort of humanity and delivers us where the forward knowing of mass intent is. And that's the moment of decision making, right? For the entire planet globally.
Yeah.
And that's what came through about a couple of minutes before I got on the call. Pluto forward to air. Okay, so Pluto is, forwards Mars to Aries, right? And Pluto is like, as that Pluto at 29 degree at this moment of Capricorn, right? It is acute.
It's cute, all right.
And it's a dissector. It needs a scalpel, not a bulldozer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right, generally.
Yeah, it needs a scalpel. It needs to be applied intelligently where most will be satisfied. So when what I see in the future is a lot more positive. Yes, it's going to be a struggle. People are going to scream, whatever, but it aligns with the better.
That's good. Yeah.
So when we remember that, the sixth ray that we are the ray of devotion, right? We are devoted. The war to the death of the personality and the form. This is the end of the age of Pisces, people. We are not these newbies.
No. Should know better by now. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go see the chart, and then we're going to go see what we're going to be reading this week, because we want to see the colors of the energy, right? See how Pluto is at 27 Capricorn here?
Yeah.
29 Capricorn. Okay.
29 Capricorn, yeah.
And see how Mars is at 27. Cancer, right? Cancer is like where you have known yourself. As we understand astrology, or the delivery of thoughts or processes, first house will Aries. The Aries is will to be, right? And then second house, provide yourself with what will take to be. And then the third house is Gemini. You accomplish the complement that will to be with what you've got to provide it. That is where the mix and the cement comes in. And when we come into Cancer, that energy becomes protected by Pluto.
Good.
It becomes where the decision is made. We will go this way. And Pluto holds it. So the opposition to Mars, Mars is little brother. He's not the ruler here. Even though Mars is known as the god of war, it is also the god of warriors of choice.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And you're, like you personally, you're an Aries, right? You
Yeah.
came here with that devotion within you, seeking it, what
Yeah.
what to devote to. And we, at the end of a life, for me, I find I had to learn about me in my instances, in my senses of what I can do that is not just for me, but for others.
Mm-hmm.
As little of partake I can do of that is where we're seeking peace globally. The world, the human being seeks peace globally. But as we are attaining peace, we have to see forward what else is there in peace.
Mm-hmm.
How do you work with this in peace? It has a new adaptation to it. And we haven't learned that yet because we've never lived in peace on this planet. We live pre-deluge. We live prior to the great floods, right? We live with that constant annihilated energy that absolutely you don't get any better than this. We're going to annihilate you. That fear of not being. At this point, we have a choice of we don't have to have the fear of not being. What we should is the fear of not having good enough hearts to create forwards, because we know how to destroy. Oh my God, it's gross.
Yeah.
You know?
Too much of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, where it's not even funny anymore. Okay. It's like there's no jokes to be done about destruction that is enticing anybody right now.
No.
Right. So usually, it's usually prevention. That's how I feel anyway. So Renee, you see the rays?
Yeah. Too, the seventh ray is really prominent.
The
Big
seventh
that.
ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7th, 3rd, and 4th are really out there.
And that is what the seventh ray ceremonial order in the outer world right now. Order, we're coming to an accomplishment. We have accomplished something as a global unity, even though it might not appear as such but in the substructure of the betterness of this world, the seventh ray, when it shows up in that intensity, means accomplishment. That means that all these effort that all of us have done, subconsciously, all across the world to get better results, even with our own daily routines, having a little better result about yourself is so significant that it's being recognized by the hierarchy.
Good. Glad.
We know that we are in the last year of the forerunners, which the forerunners is us. Those who announce that there is a soul acting in a physical body and makes others aware of it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, are you sure you want to do that? When you talk to a person, you call their better judgments, right?
Yeah.
So calling those better judgments is going to become a new adaptations to us, instead of just accepting what they include in their statement. We discern it and we go, let's, are you if you find a flaw, you go, are you sure you want to do this way? It's giving the adaptable choice to do something with a better judgment.
It's good. Yeah.
And working with that. So see that's harmonizing conflict, right? And we need to use a creative idea. All of these prior time, we haven't seen the seventh ray in this kind of accomplishment.
No.
So we're nearing the goal, right? We're nearing, because that goal is the significant, the puncture, the point of newness. that comet that's there for the next 4 weeks, it's only there for the next 4 weeks.
That's
It
all.
comes back. It
Yeah.
comes back 80,000 years from now.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
And
Long time. Waiting
yes,
for it, yeah.
it's grabbing the tail end of the human accomplishments,
Mm,
and then just proceeding to its outwardness into the cosmos and doing the same thing again, but new ingredients in it. Less
yeah.
dysfunction, less destruction.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So we're moving into an age of Aquarius, but it is not there yet. Okay. But we are, for it to get there, we had to put the punching point there with the end, because many of us 20 years from now, the six-way souls will not be part of this planet. Okay. And that's the way it is.
It's a lot of us too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're saying sayonara.
Going to better things, I hope. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but we're giving like we can come back. You know,
Yeah.
remember we're souls.
That's right. So we keep coming back. Yeah.
We don't. You know, to me, when I look at transitioning on the other side, and I don't have any fear. I see it as as an airplane trip. Okay, it's
Okay.
like
Yeah. So you come back again. Yeah.
yeah, I see it as a motion of time where I can continue applying my expertise of whatever that is that I would like to be in this experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And move on. But there's no. I imagine transitioning. I imagine the being, the spirit that I am, constantly going forward with, a journey that is fun to live in, but
Yeah.
not in like I'm going to take a body where you're not allowed to do shit in it.
No.
Yeah.
No. You come back for a reason, not to just take
And
up
then
space. Yeah.
and having to re-struggle all over again to be
No.
able to get an education and this. Hell no, I'm not doing that.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It was hard
And
enough first time.
even though religions and everything else would want to have us believe that we have no control of, yeah, it's God's control, but we are here in physical body creating with its assistance.
That's right. Yeah.
And once we understand that of ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of you're always serving in a way because you're creating with his assistance for him, no matter what. No matter what, is that the reality for me is to just I came to an understanding that no matter what I do, it reflects on me and on my Lord, So let's keep it straight. It's like I'm the type of person that if I'm about to do something and it's like if I knew that there was something not aligned with it, which I'm talking about when, when that there's something wrong with what you're doing, you
Yeah.
just don't know how to not do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's just the outer reality and you just know you're dying doing. I can't do those.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
end up with that energy that goes, it's really not worth it.
Yeah.
But there was when I was young where I did it anyway, and I discovered it was not worth it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And I did not that I discovered that it was not worth it just for a moment. Some of those not worth it freaking lasted for a lifetime.
Yeah. It's if you're aware of it, then you don't want to do it. If you're not aware of it, sometimes you fall right into it. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the lesson that I had to learn about how to forgive myself with that. Okay. Because
Yeah.
as soon as I understood it, I would, I feel the eyes of God. I do.
You're like, I don't want to go there, and that's not right. Yeah.
Yeah. If I feel that I feel the invisible world looking at me, I'm very present. And that is one of the lessons that we acquire with our inner sensitivities that we can actually apply in our personal outer worlds, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then when doubt comes in, when we start doubting ourselves with this energy of the people that we're coming in right now, you know, Pluto being at 29th degree of Capricorn opposing Mars, we are consolidating an 80,000 year cycle of energy that has gone through magnificent transformations.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Magnificent transformation, like unimaginable for some of us that are here today to imagine those people building those cathedrals.
Wow. Yeah. That's right.
Right?
Look at all that history, right?
So that 80,000, and yes, because we keep finding now that the technology, we keep revealing that there is older and older and older under there. But what's on the top soul is 80,000 years.
Wow. You think about that, that's amazing. Yeah.
And that is the conclusion that we are meeting in the next few weeks.
Wow.
And yes, it's going to be a tyrant, but not of the same consequences some people would like to imagine.
Yeah. It's good.
It's not going to be, no. This, a lot of people are looking at sense of preservation in this moment.
Yeah, like what's going to happen to us? Yeah.
Well, no, people that actually kind of like some people on this planet at this moment, okay, have already made plans either ways, right? But what they are not aware of is that decision has already been made, and whatever the plan they made is not reaching what they're planning.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Oh,
You know,
good.
the excuse of one thing that, you know, the elite, the AI, the
All that.
manipulators,
Yeah.
the
Right.
manipulators of the buttons, and they do it themselves, right? You know, there's a human manipulating that button at this point.
Right.
Okay, there's a bunch of humans doing those little crabby things. We are in the month of Scorpio. Things go sideways for them.
Yeah. Remind me, have birthday cards to send out.
Right? And that Scorpio energy is what? And then we uniquely adapt with Cancer. Cancer, you know, we are in the cardinal cross. We're the one that gives the energy to go forward or backwards. We're going forward.
You want to go forward, yeah.
Yeah. So let's look at and let's look at the degree we're on right now. I wanted to point that out. This one is right now. Mercury is at 22 Scorpio. Okay.
How do you say that name? Slow.
Skaluak. Okay.
Skaluak?
Skaluak. So the Ed is equipped with all, we're talking about the Ed of Medusa, right?
Yeah.
And we're also, but it's not the heads of Medusa and other things. They are at a point now that we are not moving with difficulties toward annihilation. Okay, we're not doing that. Back then, it was necessary, but the Ed is equipped with almost the same faculties and powers as the before mentioned one, talking about the Kofan. Okay. And he renders man's advice and assistance by intuition in even the most difficult situation of life, where under normal conditions there is no possibility to escape. This intelligence finds the right remedy in every situation and lets the magician know about it by intuition. To me, that's Pluto at the anchor, at the outer parameters of our galaxy. Okay. having the acceptance and the intelligence and the conditioning that we are now moving under better creation time. Okay, because I always consider that we've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
But also accepting consciousness has only been here for a while, that has been participated with others. You know, we all have our personal conscience.
Yeah.
But we all have our city conscience also, wherever we live. We also have our state conscience wherever we live, right?
Think about all that, yeah.
All right. And our country's conscience. We have all that. At this, I'm pointing this out because at this moment, this is the only moment like this that's going to ever be for another 250 years.
Wow. Yeah.
In the small cycle of things. And I hope that by then it's more encouraging than it is today.
Yeah.
And then when we're looking 250 years, 500 years, what is the prediction of the astrologer that's going, or the sensor or the healer of what is 500 years from now for in our vision? Because we get to come back if we choose. We're time travelers in many, many, many ways. When you look at the condition of the science of understanding the energy, yes, God is there, but God needs us to create, and we need him for his intuition now on how to create.
Yeah.
So Kofan, the day before, he says, he who open-heartedly refer to this head will have all wishes fulfilled as far as is possible to him. So when words like as far as it is possible to him, this implements, this allows, how much imagination do you have? How can you, be it? Are you, do you have the wherewithal?
Yeah.
Right? Of your own possibility. Those words, the fulfillment as far as is possible to him, that is a world with all of your possibility. That's for you to behold to it. You have the body to create with it. You're the one that has the agency over it. You get the sensation I'm giving you here?
Yeah.
So his specialty is to change bad living condition into good ones and to procure man's contentment. He informs of ways and means by which he can better his own living standards, and tells him to what extent his fate is karmically conditioned and to what extent divine providence allows any interference. We are in a divine providence moment like no other. That seventh way, ceremonial order, is divine providence. It's the accomplishments of all of our souls at this end of an era. Since a magician is, for the most part, master of his own fate, it will usually be the face of other people which the magician will want to ameliorate with the help of this head. So you can see how liberality, okay, having better boundaries, acceptable boundaries to more, becomes an effect instead of a restriction of, it becomes a acquired effect. Having the ability to ameliorate with the help of this head. This moment of fate that we are all living, this is an 80,000 year trip.
Wow. Yeah.
That we took.
A lot. Yeah.
And I think that's pretty huge.
Yeah, it really is.
And Mercury being the ruler at this year. This is what Mercury is doing, bringing us all these faculties, the faculties that we used to have prior to the great flood of Noah, though there was a lot, I mean, those faculties that we used to be able to create with, a lot of them have been taken off. Like it never is going to be again. Okay. You're never going to have a cyclop coming up in your backyard. Okay.
That's good. Yeah, I want to see that in my backyard. No.
But there is vestige of that in our world. And, mythology all has a place where we create from. And so this is really important to understand that.
Yeah.
It's only for the next few weeks, okay, people? You don't have to remember any of this till 250 years from now.
That's
And
I mean, think about it right now.
but right now you have to think about it.
Okay.
Right now, this is the most important moment for you to realize this is the antiquity of all antiquity moment that comes to a solution, a new path. And that path that we decide to go on, we develop piece by piece as a coronation, a seventh ray energy of what will it take with the ingredients available to our population.
Yeah.
That's kind of
that's where we're at.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So that's
think about. Yeah.
That's why we choose to get out of fear. There's too much to do.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at Monday. Monday is the angel of life, threes, vitality. Okay, I thought I'd bring back that.
Yeah.
The Essenes right now. It's very important that when we pray, we include those angels of the day. Okay, that we're in. And I'm very glad that next Tuesday, not tomorrow, but the angel is the day is going to be the angel of joy, beauty, and harmony.
Nice. That sounds good then.
Good timing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really need it. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So so Monday, Tuesday morning, we know that that's going to be tomorrow morning also. But Monday, today's culture. Okay. But next week is going to be humanity, social peace. It means, when we take the content of what that reveals and can reveal, imagine the energy that it is empowered in there.
Yeah, wow.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So Monday today, angel of peace, the crescent moon. Right? Where this is the new moon the new Scorpio moon. The sun is at 5th degree today, and that crescent moon, peace within this moon. We do that with our own accomplishments of good thoughts. Remember, energy follows thoughts.
That's right.
So this is very, very, very important for this week to remind ourselves, what is the angel of the day? What do we, if you send a prayer out, and then you can go visit the tree and see the invocation for today, for the day. Angel of life, enter my limbs and give strength to my whole body.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to serve ourselves in our head, that little part of our head, with solid, invoked, uncountable times. Moments like this right now, like we are on Monday evening. Peace, 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 angel of peace, be always everywhere. That is what we are invoking. And these invocations will have more significance at this time than at any other time in our history.
Oh, yeah, it's
because we are we are a point of conjunction.
Mm.
We have Pluto conjuncting a 29th degree of Capricorn and 29th degree of Cancer.
Mm.
You know, Cancer
Yeah.
is the structure. What did you put in there?
Really, what's in there?
Right? It's
Mm.
got that really, really soft shell, but the mushy in there, what's in it?
Mm.
So that's 80,000 years of moving forward to become competent human beings. So we're moving toward a moment of competency.
Mhm.
That's what I see for the future.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm not seeing the time, you know, and we're working with that competency when we meditate, like I meditate every day at a certain time with the group. You know, that is what we are infusing in the bandwidth of our energy systems.
Right, yeah. Sending
So
good things there.
there's a lot of great events for all of us, right?
Yeah.
So where's my book? And Wendy, you want to help me for the next few minutes? And wait a
Yeah,
minute.
where you going up
Oh,
to
wait, I
now?
got to go to the other one.
Not
Hold
in
on a
that
second.
one, yeah.
It's not in that one. It's not in that one. It's in this one. Okay. Wait, we're going to go to Cancer.
Right at the beginning, yeah. Cancer.
Yeah. And remember, you've got those books, right?
Yeah, I think somewhere. I got everything in, but I gotta find everything.
Okay, but you gotta, you know, another thing that you came to my mind this morning a few minutes before the meditation. Okay, focus is very, very important for Cancer right now.
Yeah.
So give yourself, kind of like little homework as doing something for 10 minutes and not doing nothing else. Just that thing. Okay. Do not learn to not multitask. Okay. And calibrate these intention. We all have to do that right now, is to learn to compartmentalize. Okay. And especially women, because we are multitaskers. So, and it's like the male gender is more like compartmentalizing, right? It's got compartments. We have multitask, and we have to learn to compartmentalize for at least a focus time, like 5-10 minutes. That's all it takes for a mind to adjust to that focus for 10 minutes. And once you get on that road of learning how to focus, you will find yourself like turning off certain things whenever you read something to internalize it. Okay. So it's just a thought. It's just I kind of had a vision of you internal.
Tell me to concentrate.
To concentrate on one thing. Yeah, because
No,
I'm here to
mind
serve
goes
you.
all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know how I think sometimes of you guys, and you say things, and then I hear it, but I know that also sometimes solutions comes up, and even if I don't like to have to say that to somebody, I have to say it, you know, because I see that that's going to benefit you in that
Something
mixture.
important.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, it's something important.
It's very important to the quality of life that we want to work with. So do you see this?
Yeah, it's there. Okay, we're in the beginning of it. Okay.
Now remember, Jenny is a Cancer by birth. Okay.
Yeah.
Zero Cancer. She's like zero Cancer. Okay. She's applying to this. You are a Cancer by progression at this moment in your life. And you are an early Cancer progression. You're still in the first decan. Okay. Remember that.
Okay.
So I want you to read that with that point in mind.
Okay. Upon leaving the body, taking the path of fire, of the light, of the day, of the fortnight, of the moon, and the northern solstice, those who Brahma go to Brahma. Okay. The
So
yogi. Yeah. You
I'm
want to
gonna,
say anything on that?
yeah, upon leaving the body, taking the path of fire, of the light of the day, of the fortnight of the moon.
What's a
The
fortnight?
the fortnight is what has been camped there,
Okay. All right. Okay.
you know, and the northern solstice. Okay. The light of the day is moving forward. Those who know Brahma go to Brahma, the Bhagavad Gita. Okay. That is moving forward. The fortnight, those who are the fortnight of the moon. Okay. They stick there. Remember that. That means that the memory of the past
The
is
memory
very
of the past.
is
Yeah.
very intense, and
Mhm.
and you have to, at this moment in the circuitry of our knowledge, we are allowed to pull forward. I want us to understand this. So Brahma always returns to Brahma.
Okay. All right. The yogi who, upon dying, goes on the path of smoke, of the dark fortnight, of the moon and the southern solstice, reaches the lunar sphere and is then reborn.
Mm-hmm. So what that means, let me click this where I can actually go up. Okay. So when we are meant for reincarnation,
Mm-hmm.
because many of us on this planet at this time understand that reincarnation is something that we have done for many, many, many lifetimes.
Yeah.
But there's also some of us that are asking and questioning, do we really want to come back?
Yeah.
Or,
It was
you
so
know,
bad. It's so bad. Do we want to repeat that? But then,
yeah, well, we have to get out of the yogi who upon dying goes on the path of smoke. Oh, the dark fortnight of the moon. So it goes back, some yogis goes back and revisit where they've been into the past, right? And recognizes that can come back and re-center, re-cooperate with your human self
reborn. Yeah.
and be reborn. But we do it from the lunar energy because we are part of that lunar, I can't remember the word right now, but we come from the moon cycle, right? Well, before the earth was the earth, it is known that most of the spirits that are on this earth right now came from the moon. All right. That satellite. We've been here for longer than we can even imagine, but we only work with what we've got in the present 80,000 years of history where energy became a sense instead of just having to survive. It became something you could plan.
Yeah. Really, you need to be a no. Yeah. To be a plan.
The fire was born, and then all this advantages of what we call technology. Know-how is technology, right?
Right.
Okay. So the next one.
Okay. These two paths, the luminous and the dark, are considered permanent. One becomes emancipated on the first one and is reborn on the second one.
You get that?
Yeah, I don't understand too much there.
These two paths. Okay. Remember, we in the Gemini. We just left Gemini, right?
Right, yeah.
We left Pollux, and we left the twins. The two paths. We met two paths in there. The luminosity of the will, the provision of the will. Okay, what you provide with yourself, and you enter it in the center of how do you distribute that thought to work for you. All right. So the two paths is got the luminous one where you actually got a point of light that can go forward with, and then it's got the dark. The dark is like what's comfy, what's not stretch. Okay. But we in this lifetime, people that are on the planet anymore, that comes to the planet now, are really the ones who be emancipated from the first one. the more we are reborn, the more we understand that we have a next life. We come toward the center of this lifetime, like our 60s, 50s, and most humans realize there's something more to this than I know.
Yeah. Why am I here? There's got to be a reason why I'm here. Yeah.
You know.
It's got to be more to life. This has been hell, but it's got to be more to it.
Okay, there's got to be a reason for this shit. And
yeah, sometimes a rude awakening. Yeah.
Yeah, but these rude awakening, each lifetime we get better doors, okay, or better windows, or one more windows on your apartment, or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
something that's actually can see better from. And when we're looking at this emancipated on the first one, means you've grown for the first one. You've experienced that life, and that life of then had been a tool for you to do whatever you needed to do in that life. That bank of intelligence is still within yourself. We are spiritual being having a human experience. The bank of intelligence of prior lives is always part of the content of our Akashic energy. Right?
Yeah, but to remember it, that I don't understand.
Well, now we're becoming, with the ultraviolet solar flares that we're receiving right now, we're becoming very hypersensitive to immediate knowing, intuitive knowing. Something different comes in and emancipates itself within us and gives us vitality and excitement. You get?
Okay, yeah, we got a feeling about it, right?
Yeah. It gives us a reaction and provides us with the way to go.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
So I guess my silence of the weekend was productive.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we're going to talk again on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything today, Renee? And
yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, we know, what's going on out there and how it's affecting us. Yeah.
But we want to be able to go deeper than that.
We didn't realize we could. Now I see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the surface. That surface there is just to keep us kind of like what's called distracted.
Yeah.
The surface, the distraction of the surface is not what's going on under.
Okay.
And the more we absorb the light and go, I'm not the surface, I'm within.
Yeah, really, I'm within. I'm come within.
Let them come themselves out of there. So anyway.
Right, everybody's got their own lessons, right?
Yes.
We've learned a lot of that already for old souls, yeah.
We're very old soul, and we have to consider that as a gift right now.
Yeah. It is, to be aware of it and know where you're going.
Yeah. So that's why this astrology sense of doom and gloom, and I'm not buying any of it. Okay.
No.
So
I'm not going to doom and gloom. No.
I'm looking for, I know that we are on a different path. We've entered a new alley and we're taking it.
Good. Yeah, it's good. Each time we learn that much more about what's going on. That's why your class is good. Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun after this silly election. That
I can't wait till it's over and everything comes back to some kind of normal, whatever.
Well, that's it. It's not going to come back. We create something better out of it.
Yeah, we got to create something better because it's really been awful for too long.
We're not going to react. I'm not. Yeah, I think we have a better way ahead of us.
Good. I'm going to take your word for it, Andie.
Take my word for it. So
Okay.
I love you, Renee.
Love you.
And Jen. And I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yeah. Everybody have a good day. See you later.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a great day. Happy
you
Monday.
Too. Yeah. Yeah, happy Monday. Okay.